someone had said 2 years ago you would be playing gigs regularly and have 20 booked this year, I would never have believed it.
Now, be honest with me, and it's okay to admit this, but has your saxophone been stuck in the cupboard for a little while? Maybe a month, maybe a year? What about 20 years? I know, right? Well, there's a great story I want to share with you today. It's actually about Paul. That's the chap that you saw in the video at the start of this video. He's been walking past the saxophone for 20 years until finally, just 2 years ago, he pulled it out the cupboard, joined Sax School, got started, and he's just finished headlining at a ska festival with his own band. The story is incredible, and I just have to share it with you today. That's what we're going to be talking about, so stick around. This is a great story. Wherever you're at in your saxophone journey, I think this will be really inspiring to you. Let's get stuck in. G'day, it's Nigel from Sax School Online. Hey, thanks so much for joining me for another one of these videos. I really hope that they're helping you. I mean, I love making these videos, so it'd be just brilliant if you could leave me a quick comment and let me know if you enjoy them, what sort of videos you like, and hopefully that they're making your day on saxophone a little bit brighter. Now, for today's video, I haven't got any free PDFs or backing tracks or anything to give you as a download, but I've just got a fantastic story that I think will really inspire you. But we do have the 14-day trial running at the moment for Sax School. If you're curious to know how we help our thousands of students, go check it out, links in the description, or you can grab it from the courses page at saxschoolonline.com. Right, let's get stuck in straight away with Paul's story, because I just think it's absolutely amazing. And that's because Paul's managed to achieve what, you know, thousands of our students, and maybe you as well, dream of doing. In a very short period of time, he's gone from, you know, not playing saxophone at all and not being confident through to having his own band, playing great gigs, big gigs, and having a full diary of gigs for the next 12 months. But also just loving that feeling of being on stage, playing to hundreds of people in the audience, playing the music that he loves, and having the support of his friends and family. It's really wonderful. So I've got some excerpts, some clips for you today from an interview that I filmed with Paul. He's our student of the month in Sax School at the moment. So in our conversation, we talk about how Paul got started and how that journey happened so quickly for him from a standing start right through to this situation he's in now. So let's go have a look.
Yeah, I've played on and off, but never took it seriously, never took time to practice, never had lessons, but didn't practice in between. Family, work, other commitments. It was never a priority until lockdown.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that. It was during lockdown that Paul really got stuck in with his saxophone. But what I also think is really cool is that Paul got a chance to dig into the style of music that he was interested in. Because as saxophone learners, there's so many different styles we can get into, right? From jazz to pop to rock to, I don't know, blues to classical. But ska is really what lit Paul up. That was the thing he loved the most. Right, let's get back to the story.
Discovered your YouTube video on One Step Beyond. Played One Step Beyond of a fashion, but not properly and not fully. Found your video and took up the 14-day free membership and joined Sax School after about 4 days because the resources were just phenomenal. Started with the 30-day challenge, and it just cemented my love for the saxophone, which for the previous probably 20 years it'd become an ornament. I'd hardly touched it in that time, but because of that and Sax School, I picked it up, played it daily.
You've always been a fan of ska then?
Yeah, from being 9 years old when I first saw Lee Thompson swinging through the air, playing tenor on baggy trousers. And that's all I've wanted to play since, but just never took it seriously, never took that step to commit fully to it, but never had a goal with it either. Joining Sax School, my ability increased, and I thought, why don't I join a band? Whether it was hitting the big 5-0. I thought if I don't do it now, I never will. I just increase my skill level, increase my practicing, increase my knowledge, and then started looking for a band, and I found one.
Oh, now I really love this next part, because we all dream of joining a band and playing the music that we love, but the journey toward getting in that band and doing those gigs isn't always straightforward, and it wasn't straightforward for Paul either. Check out his story. I want to find out about this. So were you looking just in your local area? How did you find one?
Internet, Facebook, Google searches. I was just nosying more than anything, and then I came across a ska band. It's about 20 miles away at Burnley, and they were looking for a saxophone player. So I got in contact, and the position was filled. Okay. But I kept in touch with the bass player. It was during partial lockdown. Got on really well with them and kept in touch, and the band folded. Following that, still kept in touch, sending messages, sending songs, sending potential songs to learn. And the bass player said, "Me and you need to do something." So we did.
So you set up your own band. Brilliant.
Yes. So
this is a band is it called Scarfall?
Yeah, we've done 10 gigs so far. I have to credit starting the band because of a Sax School member that sent you one of his videos called Charles Benoit. And he, in one of your old masterclasses, I went through all the old masterclasses, and he actually sent you a video of his band. He's based in Rochester, New York. His band's called Some Ska Band, and he sent you a video, and I saw that, and that inspired me to go out and join a band.
Are you feeling more confident with the process of going out and performing now?
Yeah, it's strange. And even the first gig, I wasn't nervous. To see the stage from that perspective, I never thought I'd do that. But I just can't recommend it enough, and I will encourage anyone that has any inkling to go and do that. It's fantastic to see people dancing away all night to music that you're involved with is just a wonderful, wonderful feeling.
One step beyond.
That's a cool thing about the ska scene, or similarly, like for about 10 years, I ran a band in the UK. We were like a jump jive group. And so we, though it's different to ska, but the people are kind of the same, right? People are really into ska. People really into jump jive, rock and roll, or swing. And it's lovely because the music is fun. So the musicians that you're playing with are all really into it, but the audience are really into it too. So it's a really nice environment, I think. Completely different to doing a pop covers gig in a bar where people are watching the football on the TV. It's completely different.
Yeah, they've come for the love of the music, and they've come to see it perform live.
So what was you posted something in the community about you headlining for a charity concert. Tell us a bit about that.
Teenage Cancer Trust every March do a program of events called March of the Mods, and it's all ska, mod, two-tone related, and we got asked to headline a 10-band event. It was great. The place was full of hardcore skinheads and mods and punks, and but yeah, they absolutely loved it. It was superb.
So it sounds to me like you've pretty much ticked off all the things that were on your list, right? You wanted to get going with saxophone. You wanted to join a band, done that. Then you wanted to start gigging, you've done that. You've even done some big gigs now. So what's the next thing in your sights? What's the next thing you're working toward in the saxophone?
We have a festival booked for the 3rd of June, a ska festival. It's actually with one of my daughter's favourite bands, so that has massively given me street cred with both my daughters, who are probably our biggest fans as well. They come to most of the gigs and they're up dancing, and as is my wife. We're playing a large music hall as well. Then I think we're going to focus on some original songs.
There you go. So bigger gigs, original music, recordings. Good for you, Paul. That really is great. Well, look, You know, what you're doing is so inspiring. I wonder if you've got any advice, Paul, for new members, people that are just joining Sax School, because you said that you used the 30-day challenge and that really helped you. What other things would you suggest that new people coming to Sax School should really take advantage of?
The main thing, they need to have a goal. If they've got a goal, and then they can use the tools within Sax School to stick to that goal and keep online and practicing the scales. The masterclass is phenomenal, and also the community. The community within Sax School is phenomenal, for resources, for help, for advice, for guidance. There's so many members within the Sax School that I would like to say thank you for all their help. That I couldn't have got here in this time frame without them and without yourselves. If someone had said 2 years ago you will be playing gigs regularly and have 20 booked this year, I would never have believed it. It's I still have to pinch myself because it's wonderful. It really is. It's and people are loving it, and it's families loving it, friends are loving it. It's just great. It really is.
And you're loving it, Paul. That's the best thing.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations. And I can't wait to keep seeing your videos and watch what you're going to do next, because I think you've got an exciting next, well, 5 years ahead of you, 10 years, who knows? Good on you.
Who knows? Yeah.